Hello, and welcome to Phoenix of Calamity. I just wanted to come on and do a short little reading. Let's make it a pick a card. I'm really doing this on the fly, out of intuition. We have Lucifer here as well, along with Lilith. So let's see where this goes. Oh, that's interesting. So the first card is Eight of Wands, and there's the other two. So we have the Eight of Wands, the Sun, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so Eight of Wands is the first card. I don't know if you can see that well. We have the Sun, and then the Two of Cups. The way that I'm feeling I'm going to do this is work it along with y'all. So, start with the Eight of Wands. Interesting. Walking away can be hard when you're choosing yourself. But that's because you're releasing the expectations of what you're holding over yourself, the ideas and mannerisms that you're expecting yourself to be. We have the Hierophant, what you already know, right? The Two of Wands and the King of Cups. Hope you can see that all well. The Hierophant, Two of Wands, and King of Cups. The Eight of Wands, and then the Three of Coins, if I'm correct. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. Through understanding your own knowledge and the ways that you've been communicating to yourself, through this change of decision, how you are deciding to use your energy, going to make a decision, thinking or waking up to it, and realizing, you know what, this isn't healthy for me, and then taking what you have, what you've grown with, and almost symbiotically, the energies that you've integrated with yourself and moving away from that which no longer serves you. And from that, you recognize it starts burning. You recognize that those things that don't serve you just don't exist anymore. With the King of Cups, this is somebody that is emotionally regulated, but this is coming into emotional regulation. And as you can see, excuse me if you can see that, a feather is within the cup. This is, this is mind over body. This is also like a hidden aspect of the changes that you've been experiencing because they've been so quick, because they've been so impactful to who you are. This is silent. This is very silent, it feels like. It feels like there's something more important which you've been focusing on. And so having this emotional regulation with the stability of mind, with the stability of what's been around you, and changing your mindset, what you've been attaching to, releasing control has brought you to this space of emotional regulation, emotional stability of mind and body, connecting that feeling with your heart, connecting that communication with your heart, those channels that are filtering so much through so many minds that you've been having, ways of believing that you've been accepting. These are now in unison. This connection is now in unison. You're flowing with your heart. And from that, you're able to actively, potently realize that some things are lining up in the darkness, in the unknown reality, realm. That's it, in the unknown realm. And that will bring you to this Three of Coins, to this space where you have almost everything you were desiring. I feel like saying having everything you're desiring from a space of just compassion and seeing the many different perspectives. Yep, we have the Nine of Swords. Fate in this deck, it represents facing death. It represents interacting with that shadow part of yourself and embracing this reflection that is you, the bare bones of who you are, the child self that you wished you could let go of to exist as this being that you say you are. But it has changed so drastically as you've slowly been getting closer and closer to this edge, this bridge, this other realm. And from there, even in the standing of this, as you've been diving deeper, as you've been accepting, embracing, and looking deep within, you've been rising up the ladder and downloading this energy, creating through understanding rather than action. This is silent movement. This is backwards movement. So this could be, I feel like this is those who work from a negative polarity standpoint. This is people who have a very strong resonance to service to self. And if this is you, congratulations. You have passed the initiation. You've passed the bridge. You've passed the gatekeeper's test. And now you're being welcomed into the depths of who you are and where you have been standing in the first place. It's like you've already been in a place, and it's like something that one of my mentors, somebody that I learned from, has said. Spirits don't exist in this 3D reality where they see only one point of view or have to have different minds towards different things. And not that that's a bad thing either, because they are able to do those things, but they exist from a space that is outside of time. They exist in the past, present, future, semi-present, semi-future. They exist in liminal spaces. They are able to pull or exist in the realities where they have created contracts with others, where they have affected others' lives to bring them into the evolution that they need. And this is what this feels like. It feels like something has been moving through these dark, unknown spaces and have been consciously bringing you back to this center, this point where you are not swaying between am I good, am I bad, am I light, am I dark. You're realizing that you are a being that is both, but you resonate with service to self. You resonate with the negative polarity. And with its principles. If you do something, if you have the ability to do something, do it. But do it with consciousness. Educate yourself. And if it's something that you cannot or isn't out there yet, dive into it. I feel like that's enough. Like that's said what it's needed to say. Next is the sun. Okay. We got hands holding a ball of light or a ball of energy that emanates as the sun, and they both hands have the symbols for uh, fire wands, swords, fire wands, swords, air, pentacles, earth, and cups, water. Here we go. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, okay. Spread this out a bit. So we have Nine of Cups, Queen of Coins, Three of Wands, Four of Swords, Five of Wands, Eight of Coins, and the Empress. Oops. This is interesting. Very. You walk in the valley of death, and to know truth is also to know lies. The Empress is the mother. She's the one that nurtures and brings forth life within everything she touches. Everything she is the universe. She is the Dark Mother. And in truth, represented by Venus. And three, which is a number of chaos, but also the number of represents potential chaos into harmony. Or chaotic harmony. I feel like that's it. Chaotic, chthonic harmony. The destruction of what's around you, the emanation of a dark appraisal, like seeing good things happen in dark ways. This is interesting. Very interesting. We have the Empress, the Eight of Coins to the Five of Wands. And what I'm understanding from it, it's not about you. And I feel like that's what this five of wands is about. It's not about you. It's about evolving through this process of letting go and embracing what is simply is. What it simply is. It's observance. It's a time for learning, embracing your present moment rather than seeing it as a obstacle or moving as if you need to do something every second, every minute. Everything is bringing you back to a point of balance, back to a point of letting go. Four of Swords is about rest. In this deck, it is the left hand that's just lying down, right? You don't get any other context to it, but it lies in darkness, which represents being with self peace, being with self and everything that is able. So this is crazy, chaotic thoughts. This is destructive thoughts. This is creative thoughts. This is stable thoughts. This is liminal thoughts. And how they are moving, how they are an expression of you. It's not about attaching to them or creating something or going about something or hating someone or something. It's about understanding there is not always a need to be anything. but a present moment for that which you are, for all these things to be processed with love from your consciousness, because that's what they are constantly seeking. This is community, this is communion with yourself. And that is why it is not about you. It's not about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have this thought, I need to go create this, but I need to have that, I'm not able to do this. It's about being in silence, sitting with your dark, uncomfortable consciousness that is really seeking the love that you have been taught to reject. Giving these pieces love and like home, community, talking with it, letting it know there is not just you. You realize that it, you're here, and I understand you, and I love you for that which you're doing. But this is only one piece of the puzzle. There is other aspects of myself that is also you. So you can talk with these other aspects, and this is something that you have to do. You have to talk to these aspects of yourself that simply don't know what's going on, that don't know how to express any other way, that just want to be vocalized, that just want to be embraced with the type of love that is not hate, that hasn't been pulled under and degraded and hated and just built on suffering. These things are trying to show you a aspect of yourself, bringing this awareness to you. They're wanting to seek community, communion with you, to bring back your own light. Where did your light start to fade? How did you start to let go of your childlike imagination? How did you start to focus on just being part of a world that clearly cannot reflect the same love that you're desiring back to you, because you're focused on the love that somebody else was teaching you to give to them? How can you let this go? And this is why they're coming up. The moon, the full moon we just had in, I forgot the sign, but it was a full moon, a super full moon, super full blue moon. And this time is that time that we're going through is letting go of that which you don't need and coming back to your center. That's why it's playing out like this, playing out from this chthonic, lethargic type of energy, was keeping you in a type of liminal, almost ungrounded point of view, and to this community, your center. Where are you communing with yourself? Where are you giving yourself comfort and your stability, your true stability? Where are you giving this comfort to be stable with these emotions? Because that is the reflection of your reality. If you're not giving these aspects of yourself the stability, the comfort to exist as they are, how can you exist as your entire being, as all that you are, and be stable? You can't, because you're rejecting this other part that is that missing piece. You're going to keep trying to move this Rubik's Cube in different ways, but you realize that it's actually Metatron's cube. It cannot move and change in these different ways to serve you. If you're rejecting it, you're only asking one thing from it: give me love, give me joy, give me happiness, give me this peace. Well, how can you do that? How can you move forward if you're rejecting the feminine, your femininity, your feminine receptivity, the ability to be present without captivity of who you are? Stop holding yourself back if you're seeking this piece of yourself that you want to last, the love that's infinite, this commitment to yourself that can truly embrace all that you are, that can truly release the necessary energy, the necessary attachments to become formless, which is love, which is you, which is your soul. Accept the feminine for what it is, and accept the fact that you can feel it. Accept the fact that you feel vulnerable. Accept that you feel weak, that you feel sadness, and stop lying to yourself, to your reality, to everything around you that is tr- acknowledging the fact that you're feeling it. There's a type of motherly energy almost that is angry with that. So this could be a motherly wound. This could be mothers in general. Stop lying to yourself about what you truly are feeling. You don't have to lash out about it. You don't have to cut people off about it. You can be with yourself and feel. If somebody asks you, hey, you look sad, how are you doing? You can say, it's simply enough to say, yeah, I'm feeling a bit down. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling down. I'm feeling this emotion. Thank you for seeing it. Thank you for acknowledging it. This is slowly integrating these aspects and giving them the comfort, the space to be nurtured consciously. Because if somebody else is able to notice it, they are a reflection of yourself. You're noticing it. You're waking up. Accept it. You can't run off with friends to escape this feeling. You can't entangle yourself so much that you get stuck with them. You realize that they are simply a reflection of you, as they are also themselves, living in a prismatic experience. You can be experiencing your own emotions, right? You can be experiencing your own world while you're looking out at two different possible realities. Somebody is yelling and screaming down the street while another is going into a store. Two different realities existing at the same time. The prism experience. Allow yourself to acknowledge where you are in your own prism, where you are in your own consciousness. And from there, you can start to build and create and come from a place of stability with yourself, reacting no more from this space of plane/place of pain and hurt and suffering. And that is how you build your own stability. I ask that you listen to this again. If you feel called to it, if you feel it, if you're tapped into those psychic senses and you feel it, look at it again. Feel it again. Look at this video again as many times as you need to fully take in the knowledge, the wisdom that yourself is seeking. Because the fact that you are here to listen to this video, to come and be in a state of receptivity that is so natural you don't even think about it, you're not even conscious about it, that is still a decision. So the fact that you came here and are able to do such, that's commendable. But it is you seeking a gateway. It's your opportunity. Don't hold yourself back. Okay, now we're going to be moving to the final card. Yeah. And the final card is Two of Cups. Looks like we have a dove and a crow. One looks up, one looks down. One is physical. The way I like to view this is one is physical and one is non-physical. Mm. Your sense of pride is not an enemy. It's an expression of this love you have within yourself. Acknowledge that as that and stop overcompensating with more pride. We have the Tower, the Hermit, and Justice. This isn't going to be perfect because you have to accept imperfection. Growing up in a world that is believed to have everything given to it without the work, without the mind changing, without the story changing, is going to do nothing but build upon the same structures that have caused hell within the minds and bodies of those who embraced it. And this hell is not a devil with a pitchfork waiting at a gate saying, "It's time for you to walk the plank." It is an internal expression of what you are refusing to accept within yourself. What you are refusing to let go of within yourself because of fear, indoctrination, and personal belief through emotional stagnation. Holding on to burdens as well as the mind's tribulations through trying to see a new perspective. Holding on to burdens through the mind's introspections. By trying to see a new perspective. Let go. Look at your shadow as if it is you, because it is. If somebody is able to call you out saying that you are angry or you are pissed off and negligent of somebody else's emotions, you might want to acknowledge that, because that is simply a part of you which you are pushing to the back burner to protect. Look at how you are creating and manifesting such a way within yourself first. If you get angry and you like to go to vices, if because you are told that you were not able to do that as a child, as somebody who was vulnerable, so you go towards things that allow you to escape into a different way of being, a different vibrational sensation, something that causes your own sense of what? Immaculation. Your own sense of grounding your being into a wave that can speak, that can exuberate yourself to such a magnetic degree, you forget. Let go of what you are calling yourself a sin. Let go of the reasons, let go of the mind for once. Because there are parts of you that feel gone, so detached and lost, stuck and hurt, trying to get past this sense of lack, emotional irregulation. Why does it feel like bipolar almost? Like you're the experience of experiencing bipolar. Your emotions here, your emotions there. I have to change, I have to become this because I wasn't allowed to back then. And so it got to the point where it was so chaotic and I could feel so much, I had to just break off. My ability to feel and be present and accept everything that I was in that moment. I had to let go. You can heal this. You can heal this emotional irregularity that is within yourself, that is constantly crying out to be acknowledged, to be expressed, to be one that is present. Because that's what they're wanting to be. That's why these emotions come up at such a rapid, fast pace over and over again. They're wanting to be acknowledged. You just have to regulate your body, your nervous system, the vagus nerves to slow down, to recognize that it is acknowledged, that it is felt, and incorporate the healthier aspects of self, because you're being presented with all this potential, with all of this destructive energy. Like I can't even change that. You're being presented with destruction. You're saying goodbye to these old ways of mind and being. So you're just in a state where you're feeling lost, or you're feeling like you don't have anything else. This is, in honesty, it's oneness. That is source. It's not attached to anything. It's everything. You're losing that sense of self and you're coming back to yourself. You've been through the fires. You know that everything changes. You know that this is not going to last forever, right? So stop holding on to the belief that it will. Stop holding on to the belief that everything around you is burning for no reason, and accept this present energy of change as potential, and see that this is benefiting you for a reason. It's putting you into isolation to see ways of different acceptance, not contemplation, not holding on to complexity, blockages, stagnation. You're not holding on to mind anymore. Accept it. Accept your present. And from that, that's where this balance comes in. That's where this karma comes in. What you put out to the world, you're putting out to yourself. Ground. Focus on ways to bring yourself back to the present moment, to your center. Because what you're seeking to manifest is already there. What you're expecting this life to be, this beautiful epiphany of of just beauty, the menagerie, the parades, the dancing, the love. What you're seeking is always seeking you. Why are you in fear of it? Why are these parts of yourself that get close to love, get close to embracing it, why are they in such a space of terror and avoiding commitment? Is this something that you learned? Is this something that you observed? Is this something you're willing to accept and let go of? It's your choice. It's your conscious decision to embrace yourself for where you are. Allow the tears to fall. Allow the charades to end. That you're playing around with yourself over and over again. You're saying you're gonna stop the drinking, gonna stop the gambling, gonna stop going to that game, which you see the same faces every day, even if it's that job that says that's the only way I'm gonna make the pay, make the money for the day. Does it serve you? Does it serve the true you, your truest honesty towards yourself, the love, the commitment that you've just embraced, that you've just seen, that part of you is trying to open up those gates over and over again? You're being presented with the opportunity, but the second you close yourself off to those capabilities, so will you lose those gates, lose those doors, lose those opportunities. Though the universe will always be presenting you with that opportunity. Okay, is that it? Okay, that's it. Thank you for coming to this video. I appreciate you for taking your own evolution, taking the necessary steps, even if it's a simple word of guidance to embrace this other side of yourself. I'm grateful to have you here. I'm grateful that you're here just to listen, even if it doesn't make complete sense yet. I'm grateful that you can open up to that degree and allow yourself to plant this seed, to allow this seed to embrace you, because that's what you've been seeking. Thank you. This is Phoenix of Calamity. Check out my link in the description where I have in-depth personal tarot readings, where I have spells, sigils, and all of them are handcrafted. And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because you're linking into the content. Energy that vibrates the same, that is on a universal scale. You know where it goes. The energy of that energy knows where it's going. It knows that it's impacting those who it's necessary. So if you feel like this could absolutely help somebody to open up their mind a bit, please share. The content is there. The opportunity is there. Hit that subscribe button.